Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We're looking at a decent day. We get up to about 40, it looks like, today. 38 to 40, it says. Maybe we get right into that low 40s today. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I love it. It's like a heat wave. It puts life in perspective, don't you think?
Yeah, very good. We'll melt some of this ice. By the way, anytime I talk about ice melting, I think of the old movie with Steve Martin, My Blue Heaven. Rick Moranis, Steve Martin. He's in the frozen food section of a supermarket. Remember, he was in Witness Protection. Do you remember this movie?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I ever saw the movie.
Steve Martin's like a mob guy. He goes into Witness Protection in some, in Iowa or something, and he's in the frozen food section of a supermarket, and he turns to this woman and goes, you could melt all this stuff. And I don't know why I remember that.
Wow. That's a stretch.
But that line is embedded in my brain, and when I think of ice melting, that's what I think about. Is that bizarre?
It is bizarre. That's a stretch for melting ice. Wow.
Yeah. You could melt all this stuff. Yeah, wow. That was his pickup line in the supermarket.
Someday I'm going to want to know how your mind works.
Yeah, they'll do a study one day.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think they will.
Yeah, you'll never believe it. They'll do the results on News 12. You'll see it'll be a whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cande, how was your evening?
My evening was good. I did a lot of running around yesterday. I had seen another Trader Joe's that I've never been to. On my way to the doctor last week, whatever, I said, I'm going to go check that out. So I went to a new Trader Joe's. I still like my old Trader Joe's. I didn't like this one, but I shopped or whatever. And I did a little running around yesterday. It was really nice to get out. And then we had Trader Joe's shepherd's pie for dinner.
You've talked about that before, I think. Haven't you?
Well, there's certain things that I get. They have a mandarin orange chicken. Anyone who shops at Trader Joe's knows exactly what I'm talking about. I picked that up. I picked up smoked trout, which I love. You do not. I recommended it to you. You hated it. So there'll be no recommendations coming today.
Oh, I did try that smoked trout.
You did. I love it. I got some of that yesterday. I got an olive bread. I love Trader Joe's.
Yeah, and I'm a seafood guy, but I did not like that at all.
You did not. I love it. It's delicious.
I was having a chat with someone at work yesterday, one of our sales guys, and he's going on a cruise in like 3 or 4 weeks. And he was talking about his favorite part of the cruise, and he was talking about the smoked salmon. He's like, I have smoked salmon every day.
Right.
And I said, yeah, that's one of my big things. When I'm on vacation, any hotel, any cruise ship, whatever, that has lox, smoked salmon, I'm all over it every morning. Over it.
Yeah. Brian loves that too. When I was on our cruise, I don't know if I'll go on another, it was the bacon every morning. I'd be like, I'm going to just have coffee and bacon.
Yes. You can have as much as you want, too.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so you had a positive evening.
Absolutely. Nice. We and Tilly and I are taking on long walks again. Now that the weather has warmed up, she's happy. I'm happy. We're all happy.
Does she come to Trader Joe's with you?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Brian tries to encourage me to make her a service dog so she can go wherever I go. It's like toddlers. Sometimes you don't want them to go with you. Do you know what I mean?
I understand. It's a pain. You're trying to shop. I get it.
I want to shop and be in my zone, and I don't want anything bothering me. And my love for her.
I mean, if Tilly became a service dog, that is the biggest, misappropriation of funds.
Hey! Now, I've seen dogs, and they don't even move. They're in the cart. They're all in a blanket. They don't say boo.
Right.
I don't think Tilly's that dog, frankly. She's not going to sit with a blanket wrapped around her.
Agreed. I could not do that with my dogs. They would be all over the place.
It's not going to be fun. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, Millie for sure. Well, although they might be a little frightened, so I could see them laying down. Millie and Lucy might lay down. Lucy would be inquisitive. You know, she's got some terrier in her, so she would be inquisitive for sure. But yeah, you wanna shop. You don't want to have to worry about your dog. Speaking of dogs, let's move to groundhogs. How about that?
You know my love of groundhogs. They're not hurting anybody. You don't like them, but I do.
Your day is coming, February 2nd. It's almost Groundhog Day.
I'm choking on that.
Yeah. So PETA, the organization, has an idea. They want tell me. And by the way, before I read this, I'm just going to throw this out there. It's not happening. It's absurd. But this is PETA's idea.
Okay.
They would like to get rid of the whole groundhog reveal thing.
As would I. I think it's totally ridiculous.
Right, but we have different reasons for it than PETA. PETA because they don't want animals treated like, you know, in a certain way.
Right.
We just think Groundhog Day is absurd. It
is absurd, but I must remind you when ex-mayor de Blasio dropped one.
That's right.
And the poor thing died.
Oh, I didn't realize it died. I am sorry. So maybe PETA has a point. Here's what they want to do.
PETA has a point. There's no question. I'll rip you out of your sleeping little hole, okay? I'll hold you up by your neck with a funny-looking hat and all these men around ogling you, and see how you like it.
Will you allow me time to put pants on before you do that?
Do they allow the groundhog that privilege?
I don't know.
No.
Here's what PETA would like to replace the groundhog with, okay? A giant vegan weather reveal cake that the person would slice into. And if the cake is blue, 6 more weeks of winter. And if it's pink, in early spring.
It's utterly crazy. Okay, I don't believe the groundhogs. I'm not believing in cake. That is so stupid.
Right. Now, there's 0 chance of it happening. That's the first thing. Secondly, it's the most ridiculous idea.
Totally ridiculous.
Here's another problem. You'd have to
Do we have to see the shadow of the cake? I mean, what?
Well, my point is you're going to have to pre-make the cake. You're going to have to know if there's a shadow or not, like 3 or 4 days prior to Groundhog Day. So that's not going to work for anybody. But that's the thought. And Groundhog Day is coming soon.
It is.
Is it over the weekend this
I believe
year?
it's February 2nd, so let's see where we are. Yes, Friday's the January 31st, right? So, yeah, it's Sunday.
Sunday. All right, so we won't have to deal too much with the groundhog stuff. We'll be sleeping or whatever it
They'll
is.
be showing the movie Groundhog's Day over and over somewhere.
Oh, yeah, Bill Murray, Andy McDowell, right?
Yep.
All right, Candy, we have plenty more to do. 7:30 special song. About 7:47, I want to run down a list of the world's sexiest jobs.
Oh!
Yeah. Let's see if radio host made it on.
Yes, let's see.
I'm going to tell you a couple of changes that are coming to Starbucks. Nothing major that's going to make you, have to run there today, but a couple of things they're thinking of doing. And Bald and the Beautiful Entertainment up again at about 8:12. National Day's Good News Stories about 8:47, late 8 o'clock hour. And today we could hit 40. Not bad. And
not bad at all.
Mm-hmm. Phathead and Cande, My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.